Our spectacular planet has so many wonders to explore. With new transportation links and travel apps that improve planning and booking, the most secluded corners on Earth have become closer than ever. However, there are some places that are just too dangerous, too protected, or maybe too special to visit, even for the most seasoned voyager. Whether it's an island infested with venomous snakes or the Pope's secret archives. These places have been completely cut off from the outside world. So these are the top 10 most fascinating places you are not allowed to visit. Snake Island, Brazil. Ilha da Queimada Grande, nicknamed Snake Island, is an uninhabitable island located off the Brazilian coastline, approximately 20 miles from the São Paulo shore. The island is home to one of the globe's most deadly species of snake, the golden lancehead viper, whose venom can eat through flesh. There are more than 4,000 of them on the island, but estimates claim that there is one snake for every 3 square feet in some spots. Access to the island is strictly controlled by the Brazilian government, and annual visits by the Navy to look after the lighthouse are always conducted with a doctor present, as bites can cause internal bleeding, kidney failure, and even death. Although the snakes are dangerous, the real reason the island is closed to the public is to protect the critically endangered snakes from poaching, as according to Vice. These snakes are so rare that snake smugglers sell them for up to $30,000 on the black market. 9. Lascaux Caves, France. This complex series of caves, located in northwestern France, is home to one of history's most famous examples of Paleolithic cave paintings ever discovered. These caves are found in every history book thanks to their more than 17,000-year-old paintings of humans and animals. Over 600 wall paintings cover the interior walls and ceilings of the cave. Although named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979, the caves have not been accessible since 1963. Opening them to the public after World War II. The presence of visitors and influx of light created a number of problems like the growth of lichen, crystals, microbes, and fungi, forcing a permanent closure to preserve the site. Currently, there is a replica cave which is made for visitors. 8. North Sentinel Island, India. This small, heavily forested island in the Bay of Bengal is completely encircled by the coral reef, making it difficult to approach by boat. However, its inaccessibility is not the main obstacle to visit North Sentinel Island, which is inhabited by a small indigenous population known as the Sentinelese, who have rejected contact with all other peoples. They are among the world's last communities to remain untouched by modern civilization. Almost nothing is known about this indigenous tribe which has inhabited the island for more than 60,000 years. In 2008, 2 fishermen whose boat accidentally strayed too close were reportedly killed by the tribe. And in the wake of the massive 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and resulting tsunami, research helicopters assessing the damage in the area were attacked by the tribe, who shot arrows and threw stones as the aircraft flew over the coastline. Since then, Indian government has stopped all attempts and declared the island and its surrounding area an exclusion zone which prohibited travel within 3 miles of the island. 7. Poveglia, Italy. This small island is located between Venice and Lido within the Venetian lagoon in northern Italy. Throughout its history, it has been home to a fort, used as a shipping checkpoint, been a quarantine station for the bubonic plague, and since the turn of the last century, there has been as an asylum. According to locals, it is the most haunted place on Earth. A mass burial ground for plague victims and people with infectious diseases, the island also rumored to have a doctor who conducted experiments on patients. In 1968, the psychiatric hospital was closed down and the island was abandoned. It is said that the ghosts of plague victims, war victims, and the ghost of the murderous asylum doctor roam the decaying grounds, making Poveglia one of the most haunted places on Earth. Even the Ghost Adventures crew investigated the location and found some very credible evidence. Now government authorities have banned public from visiting the island. And not too long ago, the government have also put the land up for auction. 6. Svalbard Global Seed Vault, Norway. It's very unlikely that you'll ever make it to the small Norwegian island of Spitsbergen, about 810 miles from the North Pole. But if you do, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault is definitely off limits. Deep inside a mountain, this is where the world's most prized crops are stored. Officially opened in February 2008, the facility now stores around 840,000 samples of 4,000 different species of seeds, from all over the world. The idea behind the seed bank is to provide a safety net against accidental loss diversity in the case of a major global or regional event. It functions much like a safety deposit box at the bank, allowing organizations or governments to deposit seed variations in the vault for safekeeping, and only they have access to their deposits. The structure is designed to last against external hazards and climate change effects. It cost Norway approximately $9 million to build this facility, which is protected by highly advanced security systems and access is strictly limited to a handful of employees. 5. Vatican Secret Archives, Italy. Buried deep within the walls of Vatican City, and mostly underground, is the Vatican Secret Archives, which house Pope's personal documents, along with historic documents, state papers, books, and other official correspondence, some of which dates back to the 8th century. Items include letters from Michelangelo, a letter from Mary Queen of Scots written while she was awaiting her execution, and King Henry VIII's request for a marriage annulment. The archives, which are the official property of the current pope, have been estimated to span over 52 miles of shelving with more than 35,000 items, founded in 1612 and completely closed to outsiders until 1881. Today, scholars can request up to 3 folders a day from the 52 miles of shelves. But access is strictly limited to very few qualified scholars from very select higher education and research institutions, all of whom have to undergo a rigorous access application process to be granted entry. 4. Room 39, North Korea. You can't miss North Korea if you are talking about places you are not allowed to visit. Room 39 or Bureau 39 or Division 39 or Office 39. This place has many names, though much of it is unknown. This secretive building is committed to securing foreign currency for the nation's leaders. The organization is estimated to bring in between $500 million to $1 billion per year or more, and may be involved in illegal activities, such as counterfeiting $100 bills, producing controlled substances, and international insurance fraud. The office was created in the late 1970s, and according to an article by Business Insider, even locals will never gain access to this secretive building. 3. Bangar Fort, India. The Bangar Fort is a 17th-century fort built in the Rajasthan state of India. It is considered to be one of the most haunted places in Asia, with several urban legends surrounding it. It is said that a wizard who knew black magic cursed Bangar that it would be destroyed soon and no one ever would be able to live there. And even historical documents proved this curse to be right, because just after the wizard died, the fort was invaded by the Mughals and 10,000 people, including the princess, were killed. Currently, the ghost of the wizard, the princess, is said to haunt the fort. The hauntings are so serious that without permission, Government of India doesn't allow anyone to enter the fort after sunset and before sunrise. 2. Tomb of Qin Shi Huang, China. The tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, who died in 210 BC, is buried deep beneath a 250-foot hill in central China. The burial complex consists of a complicated network of underground caverns that were filled with all the things the emperor would need in the afterlife, including clay reproductions of his armies, family, servants, horses, and staff, widely known as the Terracotta Army. Since its initial discovery in 1974, over 2,000 statues have been excavated, each of them completely unique, and experts believe that there may be more than 8,000 in total surrounding the central tomb, still yet to be uncovered. From booby traps mentioned in ancient literature to the large scale of the underground palace itself, it appears that no technology worldwide is ready to deal safely with the excavation, and because of that, the Chinese government might never allow the excavation of the emperor's real tomb. Thus it is not likely that the tomb will be opened anytime soon, neither for scientists nor tourists. Though tourists can catch a glimpse of the Emperor's Clay Army during a site tour, but the ancient warrior's main tomb may remain undiscovered indefinitely. 1. Area 51, USA. Now, list of prohibited places would be incomplete without a mention of Area 51, the nickname for a remote detachment of United States Air Force facility Edwards Air Force Base, located in southern Nevada. The facility was established by the Central Intelligence Agency in 1955 and since then it is shrouded in secrecy. While it has long believed to be a testing facility for experimental aircraft and weaponry. Conspiracy theorists' favorite theory is that it is the base is where U.S. government examines and stores crashed alien spacecraft and alien occupants, including evidence from a supposed alien crash landing in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. Although Area 51 was never declared a secret base, but it took until 2005 for the U.S. government to publicly acknowledge its existence. The area surrounding Area 51 is a popular tourist destination for alien enthusiasts. But access to Area 51 itself is completely prohibited, except to intelligence and military personnel with special clearance. The airspace above the base is also a no-go area and is rumored to be protected with anti-aircraft weaponry and fighter jets. So these are the top 10 places you are not allowed to visit. Now imagine, if you had one chance to visit any one place among the 10, which one would you have explored? Let me know the comments sections.